children. How are you all? I hope everyone is fine. Am I right, children? Yeah, I know you are all very good people. Am I right? Yeah. So, coming to our session, what we are going to discuss today? Yesterday, what we read? Yeah, we have read about the speed. Speed means how it will calculate the speed. So the distance which we are traveling. For example, if you want to travel from here to Dilshuk Nagar, so you will calculate the time. So how much time it will take for us to travel certain distance. So we will calculate and approximately we will tell that okay, it may take 1 hour or 2 hours approximately. So or else if you want exact time means you can on the GPS, so that it will show the way and also it will show the distance and also it will show the time. So how much time it will take to cover the place. So which place you are going to. So in which place you want to go. So to that place it will take near to. So that it will tell the distance and also the time. So for example, it will tell that okay, 20 kilometers from Chintal to Dilshuk Nagar, maybe it take 20 kilometers, and the time it will be 20 kilometers means max 20 kilometer means it will be half an hour approximately. It will show the time. So in the same way, if you want to know about the speed, speed means you have to know the distance and also the approximate time. So that if you want to know that all, so you have to calculate the average speed. So what is the average speed? Yesterday I said, so average speed, how do you calculate the average speed? So average speed will calculate, so average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken to travel the distance. Total time taken to travel the distance. So this is the average speed we will calculate. Okay, for example, if you approximate value you should know. No? So for that we want the average speed. Average speed is this. Thus we can define the speed of an object as the distance traveled per unit of a time. So speed will be calculated with the distance traveled of a unit of a time. So here total distance, how much distance we are traveling and how much time it has taken. So that it will tell the average speed. Okay, well and good. We have learned about the average speed. So coming to the units, so it will be behind the units. No, if you want to travel, if you want to tell that okay, certain meters per second or kilometers per hour. So like that, if you want to tell means it should contain some units. So what is that? So how the unit of speed will be? So depending upon the need and the context, speed is measured in different units. So depending upon this, the speed is measured in different units. How it will be? Units of speed is measured in SI system. So units of speed is measured in SI system. So unit of speed is measured in SI system. This is for meter per second. This will be calculated by meters per second. So another way of calculating it in a unit manner. So another unit commonly used for speed is, so another unit is kilometer per hour. I already said no, so before only, so it will be calculated in a meter per second or a kilometer per hour. So in this way the average speed will be calculated, so that it should have some units, so that units will be in this way. So in one way it will be meters per second and in the other way it will be kilometers per hour. So if you want to calculate in this way, so 1 kilometer per hour equal to 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. So okay, well and good. I have blindly I have written that 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 seconds. Do you know how we got this value? You don't know, right? So every time in the if any problem has given, so every time we need not to calculate everything, so that it is so I will show you now how you got the value, so that you can use this value in every problem. So they have given the values, so you can use kilometer, you can convert kilometers per hour into meters per second by this way. Okay, think this as a formula, so keep it in mind. So 1 kilometer per hour equal to 518 meters per second. So how we got this? So I'll explain in a detailed manner how we got this. So 1 kilometer equal to how many meters? 1 kilometer equal to how many meters, children? Yeah, so 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters. So 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters. Okay, well and good. So 1 hour equal to how many seconds? 1 hour equal to how many seconds? Yeah, 3600 seconds. So 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds, and 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters. Okay, well and good. We already know that the values, how to convert the kilometers into meters and also hours into seconds. Oh, we have already read this in your 5th grade only. In so 5th and 6th grades only have read this all in your mathematics, and also in the physics also sometimes you may see this. So we already know 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meters, and also 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds. So well and good. So now what you have to do? 1 kilometer per 1 hour. 1 kilometer per hour. So we want this only, no? So if you want this, 1000 meters by 3600 seconds. So well and good. Zeros will be cancelled. 0 will be cancelled, and 10 by 36. Here meters will be there, and here seconds will be there. And if you want to convert this, so everyone know very well so how to cut this. So if you are taking this in the 2 table, so if you are taking this in the 2 table, so 5 2s are 10, 5 2s are 10, and 5 18s are 2 18s are 18 2s are how much? Yeah, that is 6. So now our value is 5 by 18 meter per second. So now you got the value 1 kilometer per 1 hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. So every time you know that you no need to do this all calculation, so that you have to remember this as a formula. So if you are getting any problem in your exam or else in any other way to solve, then you have to remember this 5 by 18 per meter per second, so that you can get the value. Now okay, well and good, we have seen the value. So now we will see the example. So example we will see, and I will tell one example so that you can solve. So first example I will solve, and in the next example you have to solve by your own. Okay, so first what they has a consider a car driven on a road. A person seated beside the driver recorded the distance travelled after every 10 minutes by noting the distance reading in the odometer. So distance, if you want to know, means what you have to see odometer. If you want to know the speed, means what you have to see speedometer. So the person who is sitting beside the car, who is sitting in the car, the one person will be beside you, right? So that person is noting the reading, so the distance which you have traveled, he is writing by seeing the odometer. In the odometer we will be having the values, no? So he is writing the values. Okay, the distance traveled by the car at different instants of the time is as follows. They have given the time. So how much distance they have traveled for 10 minutes or 20 minutes they have given. So that we can easily know the values. So see here, for 0 minutes, so this is the time and this is the distance traveled. So for 0 minutes he have traveled to 0 kilometers. And for 10 minutes he have traveled 15 kilometers. For 20 minutes 30. So for 20 minutes 25 kilometers. For 30 minutes 38 kilometers. For 40 minutes 60 kilometers. So we have, what do you notice from this? So we notice that the car has covered unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So what is this called? Is it a uniform motion or non-uniform motion? Yeah, it is a non-uniform motion because the time is in a equal. It is in a equal intervals of time, but the distance traveled is unequal. So that it is in a non-uniform motion. So to find the speed of the car in the journey, we should calculate total distance traveled by the car and the total time taken to cover the distance. Yeah. So if it is normally speed, if it is taking for example, if it is 10 minutes means it is taking 15, and in the 20 minutes if it is taking 30. So we can tell that the average speed easily that it is taking the 15 kilometers. So in every 10 minutes it is moving the 15 kilometers. We can say if it is in uniform motion we can tell in the same way, but it is non-uniform motion, so that we have to calculate the average speed. So here the total distance traveled by the car. So total distance is 60 kilometers, and total distance 60 kilometers. Total time taken, total time is 40 minutes. Total time is 40 minutes. So now the distance must be either in meters or kilometers, and the time in seconds or hours. So we express the speed either in meters per second or in kilometers per hour. So in this example, distance is 60 kilometers, and in time taken is 40 minutes. So here they have given the distance in kilometers only, and here the total distance traveled, total time taken is in minutes. So now what you have to do? 1 hour equal to how many minutes? Yeah, how 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So that here 1 minute, you have to convert the minutes into hours. So that 40 minutes is equal to 40 by 60 hours. 40 by 60 hours. So that 0 cancel, and 2 by 3 hours. 2 by 3 hours. So if for 40 minutes he have traveled, 2 by 3 hours. So now we have you got the value. It is converted into hours, and the distance is in kilometers. So we can know that speed is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken. Distance traveled divided by time taken. So how much distance have traveled, children? 60 kilometers. So how much distance have traveled? 60 kilometers. And total time, how much he took? You have to convert. So if it is in the minutes means you have to convert it into hours. So if it is in seconds means also you have to convert it into. So if it is in the meters, here you have if they have given meters and the values is given in the seconds, okay, well and good, we can do this. If it is given in the, here they have given in the meters, and here they have given in the minutes. Again these minutes you have to convert into seconds. Okay, so if here it is okay and here it is difference means you have to again convert this. Okay, I hope everyone understood this. So if you are having any doubt, just ping me. I will repeat it again. So that speed is equal to distance traveled by total time taken. So now how much distance they have traveled? 60 kilometers. Yeah, so they have traveled 60 kilometers, and the time taken is hours. So how much? 2 by 3 2 by 3 halves. 2 by 3 halves. So see here, children. So everyone know this very well, no? So it will go up. So this 3 will be there, no? If it is going up, means here it is in division mode. So if it is going up, means it will be in the multiplication mode. So everyone know this very well, no? I hope you have seen this type of problems in your mathematics. So now 60 kilometers. So I said no, this 3 if it is going up means it will be multiplication. So here it is in the division mode. If it is going up means it will be in the multiplication. So 60 kilometers into 3 by 2 hours. So 2, if it is 2 table, in the 2 table it will be 2 3s are 6 and 0 will be there, 0. So 3 3s are 9. So 90 kilometers. 90 kilometers per hour. The speed is children 90 kilometers per hour. So how much speed have traveled? 90 kilometers per hour. So now the average speed of the car travel within an average speed is 90 kilometers per hour. So I hope everyone is clear with this. If you are having any doubts, just I'm telling you again, just ping me. I will repeat this again. Okay, children. So if you want to convert into kilometers into meters per second, so that we have done this. Okay, I hope you have understood this. So now in our problem you have to convert the minutes into minutes. You have to convert into hours. So 1 hour equal to 60 minutes, that we have converted into. So 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So 40 minutes you have converted into hours. Yeah, children, I hope you have understood up to here. So this is the way you have to calculate the average speed. So if it is directly they have given kilometers per hour, and you can convert it into meters per second by using this formula. So in the next I am giving you a problem. I already said no. One problem I will give and the other problem you have to solve. So just write down that. The speed of a bus is 72 kilometers per hour, whereas the speed of a car is 12.5 meters per second. Which vehicle moves faster? Which vehicle will move faster? So to compare this, we can do it very easily by using the formula. They have given 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. We know this very well. So that here we know that 72 kilometers per hour and 12.5 meters per second. They have given directly, so that you can do it directly by using the formula. So here 5 by 18 meters per second, no? So here easily we can do that. The speed of a bus is 72 and the speed of a car is 12.5. So kilometers per hour, it is there, 1 kilometers per hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. So now we have to convert it into 1 meters per second. So 1 meters per second means it will be in reverse, no? 18 by 5 kilometers per second. So this we are converting into halves, so that you can write easily. Okay, 1 meter per second equal to 18 by 5. The speed you can calculate. So this problem you have to do by your own. Okay, children. So to compare these two speeds, they must be expressed in the same units. So same units you should be having. So 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second is there, no? That one, yeah, see here children, 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. So 1 meter per second. If you want 1 meter per second means 18 kilometers per second. So now these both are in the same units. Now you can do this problem easily. Yeah, children. So with this we have completed our lesson number 4. So if you are having any doubt, or if you want to know, if you want to clear any doubts, you can ping me. So coming to the, so in the next session we will discuss the workbook part and the CW part, and on the other sessions I said already it will be FA1 exams, so that the surprise tests will be there, no? So when I will conduct, I'll not tell. So last time how I have conducted like a surprise, so in the same way when I will conduct an hotel, but you have to be prepared with 1, 2, 3 lessons, so that I will conduct, so you can write in an easy way. So okay, ma'am already said that ma'am will conduct the surprise test, so that I have to prepare for that, so it will be easy to you people to write the FA1 exam. Yeah children, I hope you enjoyed my video. Enjoyed in the sense I didn't play anything, just you have understood. Yeah, I think you have understood my lesson. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.